I was disgusted. Really and truthfully, I was disgusted about what I saw from Team Haney. Now look, when it comes to Devin for the most part is the utmost professional. That's why he's got to where he's got to in boxing. He's about his business. And I know that Devin, although his dad is his trainer, I know that Devin, I know he spent a lot of time around Virgil Hunter out there in the Bay Area. And one thing I know about that Bay Area boxing scene is out there, they about the business. You understand? So I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Now I saw Sean Haney. Shout out to Sean Haney. I know Sean Haney is a young kid, having his amateur debut soon. And Sean Haney, he grew up playing tennis, and people make fun of Sean Haney for that. So he probably feels this chip on the shoulder to prove himself. And so, I guess he saw Tiger, and he didn't like how Tiger was looking at him, and he felt the need to say something, and that prompted this whole brawl. And I've heard all crazy kinds of rumors and things from people. I don't really know what's true because I wasn't there, and I don't go off of just rumors. I mean, I talk about it, but I won't sit here and say that I believe it. But I've heard some crazy things about that whole situation. Like I heard that when Tiger Johnson was on the ground, when Devin Haney was over there, apparently someone saw, I won't say what or who or how I know this, but someone said that Devin Haney was punching up on Tiger Johnson, and it's like, damn, I hope that ain't true. Because my thing is, if that is true, even if it's not true, I mean, just the fact that it was Devin Haney's people in his team, just off GP, just off general principle, they got to go ahead and run it. Like, I don't want to hear about no Keyshawn Davis fight. Keyshawn Davis ain't even at 47. Like, forget all that right now. You got to go see Tiger Johnson. Because that's actually now a rivalry fight. Like that, and that's what boxing is built upon. Boxing is built upon rivalries. And Tiger Johnson, sure he's not Devin Haney. He hasn't accomplished what Devin Haney has accomplished in the pros yet. He hasn't even won a world title, but I know he's ranked top 10 in a couple of the governing bodies. But Tiger Johnson ain't no bum. Tiger Johnson is an Olympian. Tiger Johnson is still undefeated. I mean, if Devin Haney could beat him, that would look good on his resume. And the fight has a good backstory. So I'm with all that, man. Like, Keyshawn Davis is cool. Keyshawn Davis had a great performance. I enjoyed the Jermaine Ortiz performance. He showed a lot of layers to his skill set. Like, he's not just this come forward, sharp shooting counter puncher. No, Keyshawn Davis was showing you guys his amateur pedigree. He was showing you his boxing, his foot feints, the way he would change the speed of his punches, and just line Jermaine Ortiz up with different punches, the punch selection, the way he would throw the left hook to the body and the left hook to the head and the left hook to the body. Stopped him with a body shot. Dropped him 2 times with body shots, right? So Keyshawn Davis, I think, will be in line for that fight one day. But for me personally, I don't want to see no other fight for Devin Haney. I don't even want to. As crazy as it sounds, I don't even want to see a unification fight. Just off general principle, I feel like Devin Haney should go ahead and run it with Tiger Johnson, because you can't have your whole team stomp a guy out, and leave him all scarred up and basically put his career at risk, and then you not fight him. He's in your weight class. He's a legitimate opponent. He's an Olympian. He's undefeated. I don't see what's I don't see why you don't go explore that fight with young Tiger Johnson with Ohio's very own. Why not? What do you guys think? Cigar says Keyshawn basically said earlier he doesn't want to fight Haney now. Basically, he did call out for clout. I mean, I didn't think he was going to 47 just that subtly. I felt like it sounds good. It was cool for YouTube and Instagram and social media, but like, nah, man, there's good fights for Keyshawn Davis in and around the 140-pound division. So go there, do your thing, and welterweight's not going anywhere. Like, there's gonna be plenty of great fights up there at welterweight for you. Yeah. They said Tiger Johnson hasn't got a chin. He's like a worse, higher volume Nicholas Flaus. I mean, look, man, they went ahead and stomped Tiger Johnson out. I think they got just off of general principle, they got to go ahead and run that fight. And I know a lot of times things happen in boxing for like publicity and stunts, but I don't know how you fake a guy getting jumped and stomped out. Like you can't fake that. And if they did fake it, and if they did plan that out, then congratulations, they're great actors, and they deserve Grammys and Emmys and all those awards for acting. Because yeah, well that's more like that's normally how it always is in boxing. It's normally always the teams, because see a lot of fighters aren't talking and being disrespectful because fighters know they can actually fight, right? It's always the guys around the teams. When shit pops off, it's normally always the guys around the teams because they feel a need to prove themselves to the fighter that they're supporting and representing, and yeah, it's just like a lot of egos. I mean, yeah, I think Keyshawn Davis and any and everybody who's trying to become world champion at welterweight, they're all looking at Lewis Crocker. Like Lewis Crocker, because since Mario Barrios has a fight lined up with Ryan Garcia, and he's occupied, the new Mario Barrios is Lewis Crocker. And on top of that, he's like Mario Barrios with an extra bonus because he's in the UK, he can sell tickets out there. Him and Paddy Donovan sold a boatload of tickets out there in Ireland. So it's actually a bonus. He's the new one. Shout out to Ray Ray. Good to see you, champ. Let me see. I guess UK people are easy for him to beat, I guess. Well, I mean, that UK guy, for sure. I mean, look, Keyshawn had mentioned Dalton Smith as a fight. I mean, I'll tell you right now. And I want to give Keyshawn Davis some credit because you know what? He is right. Look at his last three opponents from Gustavo Lemos. Who was it? Gustavo Lemos. You got Jermaine Ortiz. Who was before Gustavo Lemos? It was Lemos, Ortiz, and then whoever it was before that. None of them guys have been dropped or stopped. And what did he do? He came in off a year layoff. He moved up in weight. He fought a guy that is incredibly difficult to look good against, let alone stop. And he stopped him in sensational fashion in front of 20,000. So Keyshawn Davis in his 13 fights or 14 fights or however many it is now, he's packing a lot of substance into them 13 or 14 fights. Him versus Dalton, I think would be a banger. Who is better, Mario Barrios or Lewis Crocker? I don't know, man. I really don't know. I haven't seen Lewis Crocker fight enough to really have a strong opinion on that question. But they both run the same. They both run the same. Dennis Baranchik, that's right. So it was Dennis Baranchik when he won the title, Lemos, and Ortiz. So you're talking about Baranchik, tricky Ukrainian style, Olympian, has outboxed guys like Vaquero Navarrete, right? Hard guy to look good against, let alone stop, beat the shit out of him, right? Although he was a lot bigger than him, but nonetheless, he did his thing. Then he fought Lemos, who was like, what was he, like 7 pounds overweight or something like that, and got him out of there quickly and swiftly. Then he fought Jermaine Ortiz, a guy that damn near seemed like he was knockout proof because he had been in there with top guys and had a lot of success using his legs, circling the ring. And Keyshawn Davis took all that away and showed you guys the whole toolbox, or more of the toolbox. I won't say the whole toolbox, but more of the toolbox. His boxing skills, his counter punching, his sharpshooting, all that stuff. So you gotta look at those things. And when he said that in the press conference, I thought about it for a little bit. At least I marinated on what he said for like 15 minutes when I heard it today. And he's right. You gotta be fair. You gotta be fair and you gotta be firm. Like he's fighting pretty good fighters at this stage of his career, and he's whacking them out of there, right? We get mad at Shakur Stevenson for not whacking him out of there. So when you get a guy who is whacking him out of there, you gotta go ahead and give him his just due. You understand? So yeah.